So I have another computer, an Atari 600XL. Got this one from eBay, and this one is disgustingly dirty. Look how dirty it is. Look at the keys. Okay. But it looks all in all, it looks like it's in good shape though. Pretty good shape. It's just, it looks very extremely dirty. The feet here look a little worn. Well, they are worn, so I'm probably gonna have to replace these feet. Dirty down there. So I'm going to clean up and restore this Atari 600XL. Let's test it out. So I'm going to plug it in. See what's going on. Okay. Looks like it works. So let me try do the system diagnose. Select. Let's do audio visual. Start. Uh-oh. Button don't work here. Select works. Looks like the keys aren't working that well. The keys are not working. I can't select. Try to reboot it again. And I can hardly hear it. Like something's wrong with the audio too. Like when it boots up, it makes it like a noise. You know, that's what it's supposed to do. Like make it like a noise. So let's see. See, it sounds really low. Select. Select works. Press start. It's not. Select isn't working. I mean, start isn't working, so I can't do the memory testing. Alright. So I'm gonna start opening this bad boy up. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take off 4 screws. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. I'll start doing that. Move these screws real quick. Trying to see if anybody was in here. I don't know. These screws don't look original. I don't think the original ones are pointy like that. So somebody might have been in here. I don't know. I don't think they're pointy like that. Yeah, those don't look original. Okay. A bit dirty in there. Okay, there's a little piece of plastic here, broken off of the keyboard. A little piece of plastic. That's a little like a leg here for the screw, the bottom screw. Probably try to glue it on. I don't know if that's gonna hold. So I'm gonna disconnect the keyboard. Oh, this one has these other cables here. Soldered to here. This model has some soldered cables here. I have to disconnect, but I want to take a picture because if I don't, then I forget how this goes and I'll be confused. So I'm going to take a picture of that. Yeah, this one looks like it was, unless these are the right screws, and just I'm gonna disconnect this this part here. Okay. I'm just taking out the door. Okay. I'm going to disconnect this cable here. Alright, so took that out. Yeah, I guess those are the original screws. So let's see them in here. I doubt anybody's gonna fix all the screws. Next step. Next step is removing this from moving the motherboard from here. Okay, very dirty. Almost corroded like. Let me take a picture. I don't know, it looks like the screw's missing. I don't think they are, but take a picture. Oh. It looks like this screw's missing. See if I can lift this up while breaking it. Hold on. This is down here. That screw over here. That screw over there. Alright. Try to get this out of here. Take off this parallel port. Okay, there's 3 tabs on the top here on this one. I gotta flip these tabs up. These little tabs over here. There's 3 of them there. I don't see any on the other side. I got, what's this? Little square here. Not sure where this goes. Like cushiony. Okay. There's dirt in here. Boy. Get this out of here. Let me get this flat screwdriver. Get the screw out. There's a bolt here. Screw. this out. It's gonna be tricky to get this out. That's like the power. Let me get these tabs out of here in the front. It has got 2 tabs in the front that I gotta lift to get the RF shield out from the top. What's going on here? Okay. Alright, let's see if I can try to get this out of here. That cord, still cord. Still cord. Right. Oh, there's another tab over here on the side. Alright. There you go. There's fingerprints on here. Looks like somebody was in here. Alright, this is it. This one has all of the chips, you know, sitting on sockets. Every chip here is sitting on sockets. Look at that. Alright, gotta get this thing out of here. Oh, no wonder it doesn't move. There's a screw right here. Forgot about this one. That's why it wasn't coming out. That's exactly why it wasn't coming out. Now I can get this out of here. There you go. Okay. Get this. Try to get this out of here. Sort of still being held here. I gotta straighten. Okay, so I went ahead and I removed this chip over here because I needed this chip for another one, another motherboard to complete it. So I just removed this temporary because I'm getting some in. I had ordered some of these chips here, so I'll be putting that one in. I just wanted to close that other one up because the other one was missing a chip, because I had used it for the 800XL from the other 600XL. So I just moved this one and closed that other one up, this chip here. So with that being said, I was doing a little test, right, and noticed that these two capacitors right here, these two blue ones, they seem to be off range a bit. test it with this meter here. Okay, so those are 10 microfarads. So when I test those, right? Let's see. Try to do it that you could see that. Let me try it. Show you one of these. You see that? It's 10 microfarads, and it's showing it's coming up 12 ohms. 12 ohms. So when you go up here, 10 microfarads down here, right? And go up to 12 ohms. It goes into that it's a bad capacitor. Same thing with the other one. Okay, these two. The other one does the same thing too. When I test it out, when I test that one out, see. See that? Okay, both of those are showing like they're bad. So I ordered 2 of those capacitors, and those should be coming in. Those are going to take a few days to come in. Those are coming from California. Let me redo. Check it again. They seem to be off. So I'm going to replace those because when I test it, when I try to test it, it's like it's not coming up on the screen when I'm trying to do the system test. So it has some issues. I know that this board was very dirty, but okay. I should test these 2 memory chips. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to test these 2 memory chips and see what's up with those memory chips. If I can find the plug. Okay, so I'm gonna test those 2 memory chips there with this little handy dandy tester. So I'm gonna have to remove those 2 chips. I'll remove one at a time. Since I'm here, those are it. So I got this nice and open. I need one of those IC removers, chip removers. Cause I'm just kind of like praying out from each side, prying out from each side, praying. Right. So I'm gonna put the chip. I don't know if this fits in here. Oh, this doesn't fit here. This is not the one for this one because this tests only these 2 chips. It only tests 4166 and 41265. I mean 56. 41265. 412. This chip is not that. I can't test it there. This is 4416. 4416. I will need a 4416 tester. So that means I might have to get that tester just to test these chips like that, RAM like this. So I'll just put this one back in here. I'll just try to do the system tests. For now, I'll put this bad boy back The bottom is so crusty, I was trying to clean it up a little bit. I gotta rinse that out. These feet here, these rubber feet, they aren't good. I'm gonna have to get 4 of these for new ones. So I gotta try to find the right close ones similar to those. I just quickly rinsed it out with some water, but now I'm just gonna wipe it down with one of these rags and some alcohol. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so I took those little rubber legs off. I'll get some type of replacement for those, because those were like too corroded and not good. And okay, as far as this piece over here that I had broken off, this leg, I'm gonna call it a leg, like one of these here broke off or was broken already. I'm gonna glue it. I'm just gonna glue it because it broke off of here. So I'm gonna glue it onto there. Try to glue it. I'm gonna use for that. I'm gonna use some of this hobby glue, hobby cement glue. So that's what I'm gonna do. See, hopefully this will work. So I glued it on over here. Hopefully that holds. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to be working on the keyboard and cleaning these keys up. Look how filthy they are. This entire thing is filthy. One thing I noticed is that it's missing a screw right here. So I'm going to have to put a replacement screw there. So because that's missing a screw, this kind of keys go down a little bit. See that? So let me get to this. So I'm just gonna remove this here. This the whole entire keyboard. So I gotta remove these 3 screws. They actually had 4, but one is missing. Remove the entire keyboard there without the screw over here. So it's got bugs in it. I think it was that bug. I don't know. Anyway, move this out the way. Look how crusty it looks here. Look at that. So I don't have yet. I don't have something to remove the keys. So I have to like remove them by hand, one by one, like that. So I'm going to put them in this water. It'll take me a while to remove all of these keys here. Hopefully I won't break anything here. I'm going to have to do this with a flat screwdriver because after a while it's going to hurt my fingers doing that, sticking my fingers in there. I'll just use this flat screwdriver here and just pry them open easily, like that. And pop them open like that, without damaging the one behind it. So I removed the keys out, and look at all this dirt that's under there. There's a lot of dirt there. Now I'm going to use this little vacuum just to suck a little bit of the dirt off. Just a little bit. I'm gonna start cleaning this out. So I'm gonna have to see if I can use some of this air duster. It probably will be better if I just remove these keys here, completely take this out from the back and then wipe it clean. That probably would be the better thing to do, but I really don't want to do that. Don't want to remove this. Yeah, this is being held by screws. Let me see if I could. Yeah, but then I could remove. Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to do that. That's probably the best thing for me to do. Remove these and then clean it. I might just I just might do that. Then wipe it down. I might just remove this. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do that because that's probably gonna be the better way for me to rinse out and clean, is to remove these screws. Yeah, that's probably my best bet. And I'll probably do a better job doing that. So let me see if I can start removing some screws. Yeah, because if I do it this way, it'll do a better job. Because it's so dirty. And for me to get all the little spots, I'm gonna have to remove this like this. Okay, I removed all of the screws, and let's see if I can pop this out. Yeah, this is disgusting. Definitely. Now I'm glad I removed it. Glad I removed it. Let's pull this membrane off here. This needs to be wiped down and clean. Put that on the side. And this piece here. Gotta be careful with this. It's got springs. Look at that. It's got a lot of springs here. These springs go here. Uh-oh. Got a billion springs coming out from this membrane. Uh-oh. Here comes the mess. The mess of springs. I gotta lose one spring and I'm doomed. Look how disgusting this is. Okay. Now, there's a lot of springs right in the middle of this. Let's move these springs out of here. Put them over here. If I lose one spring, I'm done. Let's get these springs out of this. There's a lot of springs over here. those springs out. I think I did. Now let me get this out of here. This thing is dirty too. Alright, this is all plastic. Now I'm going to start rinsing this out. I'll rinse it in the sink. It's disgusting. Yeah, I'm going to rinse this out. I'm going to rinse this out too. Let's make sure there's no more springs. Okay, that looks much better. So I rinsed it out and just kind of wiping it a little bit with this cloth. So just maybe try to dry it out. Little piece, what's this plastic came off, broke off somewhere. Just a little piece, plastic. That's just a little piece just stuck there. Anyway, it was just a little piece. Doesn't look like anything's broken. No, it doesn't. Well, anyway, so it looks better, way better than before. I'm just gonna dry it out. Now this keyboard membrane here, I have to clean this. This is very dirty too, so a lot of dirt around. So with this, I'm gonna clean it with some alcohol and a rag or cloth. And try to just wipe it down with the alcohol like that. That's the way I'm gonna do this. Cleanly just wipe it all the dirt off. So I decided to split open the membrane because it's very sticky in here. You know, so I have to clean this up too. You know, in case I don't want sticky key buttons, you know, get sticky keys. I'm gonna have to wipe inside there. So okay, I cleaned up the membrane. I think I did a pretty good job of cleaning the membrane. And I'm just going to, this part is a delicate part, so I have to be very careful with that. So I think I did a really good job. I'm gonna have to clean the bottom piece. Now I'm gonna clean this bottom piece here. And then clean that cover and then put it back together. Well, clean the keys also. Alright, so I cleaned off the top, the cover, cleaned it up, and I'm going to start putting it back together again. Okay, so I put the entire plunger rack back onto this frame over here, and between the membrane, got it all put together. I put all those little screws in and the springs. It wasn't that bad though. So now I'm just gonna put this right on to there. Well, after the keys, I'm gonna put the keys in first, but I'm gonna clean them up one at a time. Wipe them down with a cloth, and then start putting the keys back in. So yeah, I'm gonna start putting these keys in. I'm gonna wipe one at a time and put them in. I gotta put this little wire in here first. That goes inside here. I'm gonna put the space bar in first. This goes like this. Okay. Alright. Start out with the space bar. And then I'm gonna put the rest of the keys in. It just looks much better. Nice and clean. all the keys in. And now I'm gonna put it onto this case cover, just like that. Screw it in. 3 screws inside on it. Don't forget, this is missing 1 screw, so maybe I'll have another screw somewhere where I can just put that screw in. Let's see if I have to kind of look at the size. I might have a screw like this just to put in over here on this side. So that's pretty much it. After that, the keyboard should be nice and in. Nice and clean. Okay, so I got a screw that pretty much fits there. The small one right here. And this one I'm gonna put this one over here. There's more space between the bottom here and the edge of this plastic. And that's gonna fit perfectly right there. That's it. There you go. There goes the keyboard. Okay, I just got these in. These chips here, which is the delay line, which I had removed the delay line chip from the 800XL, and I put it into, from the 600XL to the 800XL. I had moved those because the other one was complete, and I just moved that. So now I got these chips that came in. Let me show you the chip. Looks like that, you know. And I'm going to just checking my battery's running out. Oh boy. And then I'm gonna insert it into the motherboard of the 600XL, you know. Okay, so this is the chip. I'm just gonna put it right here. This is the delay line chip. That's where it goes, just like that. Okay. And I just gotta test this to make sure it's running. Okay, the chips that I received for the delay line, because I have removed the one that was working on this board, I removed that one and I put it on the 800XL, and this one over here, which the 800XL was the one with the burnt chip, so I had replaced it with that one. I swapped it. Okay, so this one, I ordered some delay line chips that somebody makes on eBay. So when I tested these chips, unfortunately they didn't work on the 600 and the 800XL. They don't work. I don't know why they don't work, but they just don't work. But that person ended up refunding me for these 2 chips. At the same time, I had ordered 3 more chips, but not from the same seller, from a different seller in Poland. I believe he makes them. I don't know if that other guy makes them, but I ended up purchasing 3 of them at the same time. You know, whichever one came first. The Poland ones took almost a month to come, but they arrived. These are the Poland ones, the one that came from Poland. And there's a difference between these. They're pretty much look the same, you know. But the ones from Poland, it works. So they work. So I got 2 more of those. These delay line chips. I got 2 of those. I don't know why those other ones don't work. But anyway, the person refunded me for those. So as far as the board, okay, I ended up cleaning it, and when I turn this bad boy on, if I can get it to the channel, I have to switch the channel with. Oh no, I didn't switch the channel. I had the cable off. Oh, I have cable. Okay, so it turns on. Perfect. It works. Now, there's an issue with this. The volume on this board. Okay? The sound is very low on this. So, watch. Turn it on. You can't hear it. It usually makes like a brrr noise. And when I did the sound test, it sounds very low. So something's wrong with the audio area. I'm not sure if it's a capacitor or whatever it is, but I'm going to try to check the capacitors, and hopefully I have the replacement capacitors for that issue. I'm not sure, but I'm going to have to do some testing there. But so far, you know, I cleaned it up, and I got to see what's wrong with the audio. And if once I get that audio thing working, then it should be good to go. But I'm going to do some capacitor testing right now and see what if I can come up with anything. I'm going to use my capacitor tester here and see what's going on. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm checking out some of these capacitors here. I'm going to check over here. I checked these already. Those seem to be good. So this seems to be good. 22 over here. The 22 microfarads. So it's in the green. I'm going to try this one. Also 22, 0.5. These three are 0.5 at 22 microfarads. These, they have three of these blue ones, and those seem to be, let me unplug this, seem to be good. But there's some capacitors over here, smaller capacitors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more capacitors to check. But it might be in this area. I think the audio might be on this side. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the location of the audio. Wait a minute, there's one over here, right between these two chips. Didn't even realize that. Alright, that one's good too. That one's good too. Alright, so it actually has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to have to check these capacitors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Check these capacitors. So I'm going to have to pull this motherboard out. See if I can figure out what's wrong with that. Did I screw this on? Yeah, it's screwed on. I have to unscrew it. I'm trying to pull it. I forgot that I unscrewed it. That was a few days ago. Alright. Let me unscrew it and start checking it out. So I'm going to check this capacitor. I know that's the power supply capacitor, but I'm going to check it anyway. That's 470 microfarads. That's good. It's over here. I'm going to check the little ones and see what's going on with these little guys here. Okay. So let me see what's going on with this. This is how much is supposed to be? 10 UF. This guy here, 10 UF. Negative here. Okay, this one's not reading good, according to what this says. Supposedly 10 UF. Yeah, it's on the red. It's coming up on the red. It's supposed to be 10 microfarads. Hold on, I have the camera over. See that? This one's not reading good. 10 microfarads. It's on the red. This capacitor over here. You can see that. Let me hold it this way. This one. This one right here. Supposedly, I could try that one first and then see what happens. Try to remove this one and replace this one. Let me see. Let me take a look at this one. There's another 10 microfarads. This one is also reading the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to replace these two and see what happens. I don't know. 10 microfarads. Yeah, so I don't know. I have two brand new ones over here, and I'm gonna try to test these first. All right, this one's testing obviously good. 10 microfarads is on the green. Just testing the new ones out. So these two read on the green, but these two over here, this might be the audio area. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up. But these two are reading a little wrong. Yeah, they're reading like they're bad. Let me go back. Let me see. Hold up. See that? See, it's on the red there. This one and this one as well. It's on the red. So I'm gonna go with replacing both of these first, and I'm just gonna put these two on there, and then see what happens. You know, see if we get some audio improvement. Not sure. I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna desolder one of these capacitors first. Okay guys, so I soldered in the new capacitors right here and one over here. Let me just straighten this one up. This one here and this one here. So I put in two new capacitors, and we'll see how it sounds. These are the old ones. See what it sounds like when I boot this baby up. I'm going to plug this in here. Plug this in here. Still sounds low to me. Yeah, still sounds too low. So I'm going to check these other capacitors. I put those new ones in, but I'm going to check these other spoons. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video, because I believe I'm going to have to mess around with these other capacitors, and also there's a possibility that the Pokey chip is bad. I think this is the Pokey chip. I think that's the sound chip. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try to swap it with another good chip, but I guess I'm going to do part 2 of this video of this 600XL, the dirty one. I'm going to get back to this video, the dirty video. But for now, I ended up replacing those two. But it works, you know, it's just the sound is very, very low. It's almost barely any sound. But I'm going to get back to this, though, you know, and try to figure out. It might be the sound chip. I think that's the sound chip, the Pokey chip. I think that's what it's called. Or possibly one of these capacitors. But I have to look more further into it. So that's it, guys. That's it for the video. And stay tuned and look out for part 2 of this video, which will be coming, I don't know when, but I'll be putting other videos as well. I'll be doing my mining videos. But let's just sum this one up, and I'll get back to this board again. But I have the Atari ST one that I've been working on, and that video is coming up. Well, I would believe part 1, because I'm not done with that one either. You know, so guys, I'll talk to you later, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that thumbs up, and I'm out. Peace.